Can you just tell me more about this tantric method of embracing the suffering?
In the Vedantic tradition, we we discriminate between ourselves and the content of experience. I'm not my thoughts, I am that which knows them. I'm not my emotions, I'm that which feels them. I'm not anything in the world, I'm that which perceives it. So we discriminate between what is essential to us and what is superfluous to us, thoughts, feelings. We take a step back, and we take a step back from the content of experience into our being, whose nature is peace. It's like stepping off the train onto the platform. The train keeps going, but you no longer go with it. You're at peace. You step out of the content of experience into the peace of being, or the peace of awareness. I take you deeply, I say yes, and open myself to you completely. The sorrow cannot stand. All suffering is, I don't like what is happening, I want what is not happening. So if there is no resistance, what becomes of your suffering if your resistance to it ceases? Suffering is resistance. So if the resistance goes, suffering turns into happiness.
Hi, Rupert. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much. Lovely to be with you.
Most of the people, they are like suffering today, especially, our age. And not just our age, is even the youth. And there was like a lot of ways to overcome suffering. But one practice that you mentioned, and I was watching, and that was really, really nice. And that was some tantric method where you embrace the suffering. Can you just tell me more about this tantric method of embracing the suffering?
There are two basic approaches. Maybe there are more. There are two main approaches to suffering. One is explained most in the Vedantic tradition, and the other in the Tantric tradition. I was brought up in the Tantric tradition of Kashmiri Shaivism. In the Vedantic tradition, we we discriminate between ourselves and the content of experience. I'm not my thoughts, I am that which knows them. I'm not my emotions, I'm that which feels them. I'm not anything in the world, I'm that which perceives it. So we discriminate between what is essential to us and what is superfluous to us, thoughts, feelings. We take a step back, and we take a step back from the content of experience into our being, whose nature is peace.
Yes.
It's like you're on a train,
Yeah.
and the train is taking you to its destiny. That's being immersed in your feelings. You're immersed in your feelings, and they're just carrying you with them. It's like stepping off the train onto the platform. The train keeps going, but you no longer go with it. You're at peace. You're sitting on the platform bench. The train keeps going. It's going. It's destined for Paris, but you're not on the train.
Beautifully.
The train is your feelings. You're normally in your feelings. Wherever your feelings go, you go with it. They sweep you away. Upset, hurt, sorrow, loneliness, anxiety, shame. You go wherever they go. In the Vedantic approach, we step off the train onto the platform. I no longer have to go where my feelings are going. I have peace. We step out of the content of experience into the peace of being, or the peace of awareness. But that's the Vedantic approach. The Tantric approach is different. The story I like to tell is the Grimm brothers' story of the frog prince. Princess loses her ball in the royal pond, and the toad says, "Sure, I can get your ball back, but you have to take me into the palace and embrace me." And she, "Oh, sure, I'll do that. Just give me my ball back, my golden ball." And the toad gives her golden ball back, and she sketched the toad completely, and it goes back. And later that night, she's having dinner with her father, the king, and the toad hops up and says, "Remember, you said you would erase me. I gave you your golden ball back." And the princess is, "Oh, why?" She goes to them with here. The toad friend is He appears on her penny. Say, you promised me, I gave your golden ball back. You promised to embrace me. Then she had a pity for the toad. She raises the toad. She embraced. She brought close. She kissed the toad. She brought close that which was most disdainful to her. Who wants to bring their sorrow? No, we do everything we can. Objects, substances, activities, or anything. But having to fully face and feel and embrace our feelings. The tantric approach says, no, turn toward, don't turn away from your feelings. Don't escape from your feelings into objects and substances and activities, relationships. Turn towards your feelings. Don't just turn towards them. Bring them close. Bring them close. Embrace them. Don't just embrace them. They had an expression in the Tantra tradition. Devour your emotions. You take them so deeply into yourself that they lose themselves in you. Because if you are utterly one with something, you cannot stand apart from it and say, this is solid, let alone I don't like it. You can only say you can only name an object, a feeling, and know it if it stands apart from you. We discussed this earlier. So if you bring the feeling so closer and close, if you devour it, you take it so deeply into yourself that you can no longer stand apart and say, this is my sorrow, I don't like it. You take it so deeply into it, it loses itself in you. It merges, it dissolves into being and stands revealed as happiness. But that's the tantric approach. You take what is most distasteful so deeply into you that you can no longer stand apart from it and know it is an emotion or even dislike it. And it loses itself in you and it stands revealed as your being, whose nature is peace.
I think it was a Rumi's quote. I'm just going to paraphrase it. It was, if you have to get out of the fire, you have to go through the fire.
Normally we say yes to some things. Say yes to the things we like. We say no to the things we don't like. So sorrow, anxiety, fear, shame. We say no to it. We don't want it. We push it away. So you can actually practice reversing that. You just had the intention to say yes wholeheartedly, unequivocally, unconditionally to your sorrow. Instead of saying, I don't want you, go away, I want to avoid you, I want to repress you, I want to medicate you away or meditate you away, or no, don't medicate it, don't meditate it, don't embrace it. Just say, yes, you're welcome. All my life I've been running away from you. I don't even know you. Come in, you're welcome. You can stay as long as you like. I accept you. I take you deeply. I say yes and open myself to you completely. The sorrow cannot stand. Sorrow requires all resistance. All suffering is results. All suffering is I don't like. All suffering is I don't like what is happening. I want what is not happening. So if there is no resistance, what becomes of your suffering if your resistance to it ceases? Suffering is resistance. So if the resistance goes, suffering turns into happiness, which is what it is in the first place. Happiness is the stuff all sorrow is made of, but it's been by our resistance to it.
We have that white sky, and anything can, come in. That's our true nature is that whatever
that is the nature of our being. This happiness is so the sorrow, when it is completely accepted, embraced, wild, it is revealed as happiness.
Thank you so much, Rupert, for being with us today and sharing your wisdom. Such an enlightening conversation.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.